You are listening to the Figgas.
Do you remember? All right, that's
good. Yeah, I like that. That was some good sound checking.
Yep.
And I think we got everything going. I think we got everything going for us now. I think we got all the good conversation out of the way. That's what we've done 2 times, like the last time.
No, we fucked up. Are we
and then
recording
this time,
right now?
We're live. I was like, fuck it, let's just hit record and go. See what happens. We can figure shit out later on.
Yeah.
But this is like,
I know.
Tonight I was excited because I was like, we're gonna meet there. We're not gonna talk, and I was like, we'll go right into it because you lured me into the parking lot with with dreams of
treats,
of trinkets,
and treats.
Yeah, green trinkets.
Well, we took that ride. And then I dragged you into a salad and wing situation.
Yeah, then
you
it was
weren't
food
even
and stuff.
Oh, I feel bad. We did blow our loads.
We did. We had some good conversation.
Good
We always have some good conversation that is podcast
we just
worthy.
Concentrate. We'll concentrate on not concentrating, and just we'll come up with something else to talk about. I mean, I'll talk. You want to talk? I'll talk. You want to talk? I'll talk. I'm fine with talking.
Father figures.
Days.
Another episode. So how was Father's Day just passed?
Yeah.
Right? This was your first Father's Day?
Yeah.
Were you treated special?
So I walked into this considering Father's Day like a joke. I've never really been into it. I think Mother's Day and Father's Day, I think that they're weirdly overrated and like just thrown at us as a Hallmark holiday and an excuse for us to spend money. But recently with Mother's Day, my wife, who is also a new mother and a new wife, she was like, well, this is like a big deal for me. And every holiday is a big deal for her and her family. They're like a fucking pink bow wrapped around their house. Like, everything is quintessential. Valentine's Day is insane for them. Since they were kids, they wake up with pink shit and fucking flowers. And I'm not that guy. If I love you, you're going to know it. Every day I'm going to be an asshole to you. So that's how you know. So I think it should be an everyday thing, and like Mother's Day and Father's Day too, like my parents never really, we were always budget tight. So my dad would get pissed if I got him something, he'd be like, save your fucking money. And now thinking about it, if there's something I really want, I'm going to have it already. So it never really jived with me.
But do you know how more important Mother's Day is than Father's Day?
100%, 1,000%. I always get my
rankings of holidays. What the difference is?
Yeah, they're on different.
Mother's Day is like, I think, number 2.
Yeah,
and Father's Day is like 18th.
Yeah, I'll give Mother's Day that though. Like I don't want to come off wrong. Like I always celebrate it in a way. I know. Do I do that a lot? Fuck you.
You always come off wrong.
Well, listen, that's because I'm explaining it and I'm thinking about it at the same time. I'm not prepared for this shit. But like I always celebrate it. Like I always get flowers for the moms in my life, the mothers of my girls or my wife now, my girlfriends, and my mom. I always do that. But in my mind, like I'm like, whatever, they need this. That's why I'm going to do it. Because I don't want to be the guy that doesn't do it for them when they need something like that. But this year, when Father's Day applied to me for the first time, it like really hit me. And I was like, oh, fuck, I get it. At least for the first one, I wanted something out of it. And I had to work. I was like scheduled to work, and my boss knows that I'm a new dad. So I was kind of expecting him to maybe like loosen it up for me and be like, go home, and he didn't. So I took it upon myself to leave. I'm like, whatever. I'm one of the HNICs over there. So I have to fall into that. I have to wear those shoes though. I don't always do that. And on Sunday I was like, you know what? Everything's good here. I got my guys set. Everything's working. because there was actually a lot of people in for Father's Day. So anyway, I skipped out because my wife's family was having a little Father's Day thing at her sister's, and I wanted to go. So I skipped out for a few hours. I went. My boss calls me like as soon as I get there, and I'm like, hey, I did try calling him. He didn't answer. So I told him what I was trying to do and what I did ultimately. He's like, oh, yeah, go ahead. And I was like, well, I left about 20 minutes ago.
I'm already gone, buddy.
Yeah. So I
That's how
did
you
get a
gotta do
chance to hang a little bit. And my wife, like, knocked it out for me. You know, like, she was sweet.
Did you get a #1 dad award?
No. Damn, I don't know.
You were not considered #1 dad? You didn't get a trophy?
I got a T-shirt. I got several T-shirts. I got one that says, like, you know, world's greatest dad or something. I got a mug.
Okay, good. So you're in competition. Okay,
yeah.
You got the mug. All right.
Yeah,
These
I got
are all
a mug.
standard gifts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm there. We're right there. She gave me, look at this bracelet she gave me with my daughter's name on it. It's supposed to have some sort of calming vibe to it. I don't know. It's probably poison.
I don't think it works.
Yeah.
It's probably arsenic. It's just arsenic. It's just going to slowly poison
She's like, I want you to eat a little chip off of this every day.
Check your insurance policy. See if it went up.
Oh, my God.
You got
Oh, my God. She's like, do you know what ricin is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you know what ricin is?
Have you ever seen? All you have to do is rub it into your skin every day.
She just took a page out of Heisenberg's book.
Yeah, I just watched that. Rewatched that scene like earlier.
Bro,
weren't we talking? I was about to say that actually. I was about to tell you how I went down that rabbit hole.
No, we were talking about the fucking HBO, that fucking Lakers show.
Yes, and I think I was going to interrupt you and say that I started rewatching
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad, yeah.
Dude, as a dad, that's
we were talking about Bob Odenkirk, and I wanted to say Better Call Saul because I actually
one of the things you need as a dad is good shows.
Oh, dude,
you need good shows.
So I was prepared for that. More than any other part of being a dad. I got a lot of shows under my belt. I'm always rolling with them.
You like that Better Call Saul? You like that show?
Yeah, I do, man.
Yeah. It's slow. Season 1 is slow. Like the first 4 or 5 episodes, you have to be a Breaking Bad.
Yes.
Like, you love that universe.
It's slow because it's so thick.
But there's so much character development.
Yes.
Like, those characters are so...
That's it's deep. Funny because they're deep and that's where they develop, but it's not new developments. It's like it's new developments from old characters. So that's what grabs you.
You grow to love them. Like you want to know their whole fucking history and everything in their backgrounds and shit.
And those people that you don't even realize that you love because they were relatively smaller characters in Breaking Bad. Now you watch Better Call Saul and they're bigger characters and you're like, ooh, I get... so they grab you right by your nutsack and walk you down this aisle. It's crazy.
You need the shows as a father figure in life. You need the shows to distract you from how much pressure is on you every day.
Yeah, I can.
There's so much pressure on you, and it's not saying like I hate when you try to make a comparison as a dad. People automatically think that you're like discounting mothers.
Yeah.
And it's like it's just a different type of pressure.
Yeah.
You know, like the type of pressure of trying to manage the household and raise the kids and satisfy your man is a different pressure than trying to protect everybody.
Yeah.
And not addressing your own feelings, and you're just like pushing through every day.
I think the classic role for a man and a husband and a father in the quote unquote atomic family, or like what I think of as a classic family, or even if you're not religious,
like the
whatever.
But forget religion. You're talking about what's the show with Arnold? Kevin Arnold.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like that's the model family.
Yeah, but if you look at, I'm not like a particularly religious guy, but I am Christian, and my grandfather was crazy religious, so like I know what goes on in that Bible. And they talk about the family hierarchy kind of, or the roles, and the mother takes care of the children. Now, I'm not saying that I agree with this or that it hasn't evolved, it definitely has, but classically the mother takes care of the children and the father takes care of everyone. And it's the mom's job to take care of
That's
the
the way
father.
it was. Yeah, that's the way it was.
And I think that really is a good model. I mean, it obviously worked for a really long time. There are problems with obviously families in the 50s that were just swept under the rug, that whole thing. But I think that it's a good platform to support a good family. You know, like I that's where that added pressure comes from being a guy. I will never take anything away from my wife. She is so tough. I can't do what she does every day. She's with the baby all day. You know, she has a full-time gig. And so essentially that's 2 full-time jobs. Me, I have a very demanding full-time job. But when I come home, as soon as I come home, I'm trying to do my best to alleviate pressure from her. And that includes all the other chores in the house that didn't get done because she has had this baby all fucking day. So like I have to go clean the cat shit. I have to go, vacuum, take out the garbage, do all the things that need to be done that we would typically both do. And now it's just me because she has this huge load that is my daughter inside her. I mean, in her arms. she
put her back inside.
But,
I'm going opposite.
Yeah, she has a lot of shit on her plate, but I always think about the entire family, and so do you. I know when you're at work, the only reason you're at work or you're doing most of the things that we do is for the family. Before, it was so I could buy a fucking side-by-side. Now it's, oh shit, I got to buy these fucking diapers in this formula.
If you can find it.
Yeah.
It's tough, though, because as like a dad, you're so helpless in so many things. You know, like...
Yeah. Like what?
I don't know.
You agree, but
like I feel like you're helpless in trying to understand a lot of things, and like all those dynamics. That's why like a household of 2 is better than a single parent household.
Oh yeah.
It's not to take. I grew up in a single parent household, so I don't knock single parent households, but a household with both parents is better because of the balance that they bring, right?
100%.
The balance that what a man offers and a balance of what a woman offers comes together, and there's a masculine energy and then there's the feminine energy. You learn to be empathetic. Like I got a lot of that. A lot of my traits come from being raised by my mother and my sister.
Yep.
You know, because I grew up without a lot of masculinity in my household. My household was feminine dominated. So, and my sister had a kid while I was a kid. So I was an uncle growing up with a kid that's, and she was like my sister, but I helped with the chores because my sister was also a single mother.
Yeah.
So like, I helped. So when it became time for me to be a dad, like in the hospital and stuff, like my daughter's mother was learning how to do diapers, and like doing all these things with the kid, and I had already knew how to do them.
Right.
So I'm doing it, and the nurse and my daughter's mother were like, well, like how do you how did you know how to do that? I'm like, because I grew up helping raise my niece and my nephew. When my niece was born, I was 10 and I helped babysit, just like my sister did to me. Like my sister was a good parent to her kids because she helped raise me. My mom was working. My sister helped me with chores, like helping me walk me to school and stuff. Like what a fucking different time. My daughter today was the last day of Today was the last time I dropped my daughter off at school as a first grader. Wow. Right? So this is it. She's finishing first grade. And I used to walk to school like a very long distance from kindergarten, first grade. I used to walk by myself. Bro.
No shit.
And I listen, it boggles my mind. I don't get it. Like me saying this to myself is like, I don't, when I see how my daughter is, like my daughter, luckily she lives around the corner from the school, right? So it's a really short walk. But even then, I can't even imagine. No shot. I can't even imagine. But I used to walk far as fuck.
And I almost got way kidnapped. More urban, kid.
Yeah, I almost got kidnapped. I used to ride my bike. When I started riding my bike to school and I had a lock, I felt free, bro. Yeah. And then I used to disappear after school. I used to disappear. I lived in Hackensack.
Your poor mom.
And I used to disappear. You know where Fairmount is? Like, you know where Mike Jones has his thing? Well, I went to school there. My first elementary school was Fairmount.
No shit. Yep.
Yeah, Fairmount School there. And I lived where Sears is. You know where Sears in Hackensack is?
Downtown,
up the block?
Down the street from the courthouse and stuff like that.
No, that's on the other side of Hackensack.
By White Manor. Down the street from the White Manor.
This is closer to White Manor. Yeah, so I right by the middle school. Yeah. And so I grew up there. And, you know, my dad died when I was 6. So it was just my mom, my sister, my brother, and they were like teenagers. And like we used to just chill. Yeah. And like things were so laid back. My mom had to work so early in the morning, so she was gone. So it was like my brother. I used to come home from school, make myself food, you know, because I was like, there was like a good hour and a half always before my mom got home after me. Right. And then I was always in the morning. My mom left before I got up. Wow. So I was in the morning. I was by myself. I'd make myself breakfast, or my sister. You know, my sister would get me ready, do my hair. But then my sister had her own things that she was doing. So
your mom did a good enough job where she, like, I don't care what the circumstances are. That's what dictated why that happened. But she was still confident enough in her job of teaching you, and obviously it worked. Like, you know, like you're well-rounded, you made it, you know what I mean? You fucking lived through it. So like you did all that. I wouldn't feel that confident. I mean, I guess the time hasn't come yet. She's not even a year, but I don't think I could ever do that. And times have changed too. That's the other thing.
That's also because I'm my mom's 4th kid.
Oh yeah,
you know, like that's your first. When it's your first, you ever see the thing where like your first kid, it's like you protect them, and then like when you get your second kid, you're like holding them by the diaper and you're dragging them around the house. Like, you know, like
I
because
can imagine that. You know everything.
The first year, bro. Like I remember when it got to my daughter's first birthday, it was like I made it a year and the kid's alive. Like it was such a thing. Like the first year, because you're like, one time my daughter threw up and was choking. Like she was on her back and I was changing her. She started throwing up and she started choking, and then she was choking her spit and she started turning blue. Like she just went purple. Yeah. She was like,
oh, that just happened to my nephew last week. It was the biggest
grabbed
deal.
Her and flipped her over and I hit her on the back once and she was like, wah, and spit it all out. And she was like, wow. I was like, holy shit. Like,
yeah, that literally just happened in our family. My brother has a child that's 5 days younger than my daughter, was just born. And that happened 2 weeks ago. And it scared the fuck out of all of us because my nephew, you know, was choking. Same situation. He was choking on some spit. And my sister-in-law is a good mom. And she literally left to go pee. Like, they just went for a walk, just got back to the house. They're in the air conditioner. The baby's in the stroller still. And she's like, she never lets her eyes off that kid. And for 2 seconds, she went to go pee. And she heard like a weird cough, so she like finished up, ran over, and he was blue already. And like she, you know, like anybody would freak out. They called the ambulance.
Fucking terrifying.
And then by the time, I think before the ambulance got there, she picked him up and like gave him a knock, and he spit it up, and everything was all good. But dude, we were fucking scared. And that's great that happened, to be honest with you, because God, you know, thank God everybody's okay. But it really like puts an importance. It like checks you. Because you cannot be, as a dad, as a parent, you can't be.
You have to be vigilant.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
You can't slack.
Yeah.
But you can't also watch them.
I know.
You just can't. I remember I had a bit that I'd had like early on, like an open mic bit. And it was like, I had left my daughter, I think she was like 2 at this point. And like my daughter's different. But, you know, every parent thinks their kid is fucking different. But my daughter's very emotionally mature. Yeah. So she's like she has conversations like if she's an adult. So people like I forget sometimes that she's a kid, you know? So I left her alone with some eating some crackers, and I went and took a shower, you know? And then in my mind, like I'm rushing to take a shower because I'm like, what if she's choking on these fucking, you know, crackers? I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, if there were saltines, I would have stopped right then and there.
So I they were Ritz. So I was like,
she's chewing on dough now.
I was like, you know, I left her with water and everything, and she's, you know, but it's the same thing. Like you just can't take your eyes off. So like in my mind, I'm like, fuck, what if she comes into the bathroom choking and I'm like, this is the first time she sees me naked. It's like when she's dying, you know, like she's choking on this thing,
daddy's dong,
and she sees daddy's dong. And what if it scares her because I'm uncircumcised and she's just like, what is that fucking weird worm? And like she's choking, and the last thing she sees as she's taking her last fucking breath is my fucking wrinkly, showered, fucking circumcised.
Daddy, I thought it'd be bigger.
I know. I came from that. Oh, no.
Oh, man.
What a fucking terrible. I'm a fucking sick bastard.
Well,
bro.
you know what? My daughter's 4 months old. When she was 3 months, actually, when we first got her back from the hospital, like I walk around in my boxers in front of my friends, you know, I don't give a shit. And when it's just my wife or my kid home, like I will walk around naked.
Yeah.
Today, I had to shower and I get into the bathroom. I take my clothes off. I'm ready to jump in and I'm like, fuck, I need a bar of soap. Typically, I would just yell my wife's name and have her bring me a bar of soap. But now I know she's got a baby. So like, you know, I gotta deal with this. So I just go walk outside. I'm totally naked. I grab myself a bar of soap and she's standing there with the baby. And she's said things before where she doesn't, you know, she's like, I don't want to scar the baby, you know? And I'm like, she doesn't even know what I don't even think she's focusing.
Plenty of time to scar her.
Yeah, I'll scar her soon. Don't worry. Not yet. She doesn't know what the fuck is that.
That's fucking
dangling participle.
Dangling fucking participles. All right, so we got to wrap it up because they want to leave.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. What are your final thoughts on Father's Day, your first Father's Day? What, like...
The first Father's Day is, in my opinion, it's the only one that matters, really. The only one that should even matter to a father. Yeah, you get your first one. I totally see that. Everyone after that, my job is to just dismiss it.
Yeah, you just get socks. That's it. You're getting socks.
I'm going to get dumb shit.
That's such a guy response is the, I don't want anything. I don't care. Yeah. That's why the holiday doesn't mean anything because guys don't give a fuck.
Maybe.
Mother's Day is so important because...
Yeah.
Gotta get them flowers.
It's the opposite. My wife always says, like, oh, I don't really want anything. I don't want... But you make that mistake and don't do it. Yeah.
That's a fucking lie.
But I see why my dad always said, like, don't get me anything. I don't need anything. Because my kid doesn't have money. She doesn't make money. She's not gonna for a long time. But I still can see myself saying the same thing. No, I don't want anything. I'm good. Because why? Because I'm only going to get a fucking $15 gift anyway. So what are you going to get me that I really want? If I tell you, okay, get me something that I want, and you show up with a Tesla, kudos. You did the right thing. That's not gonna happen.
I see where you're coming from, but here is where this is going to change from you, and we're going to close out with this. This is going to change for you when your daughter gets older and she starts to draw, okay? And when she starts using her own creativity and her own heart and mind to come up with things for you, those are going to be the most important things in your fucking life.
Okay.
And then that's when the holiday changes. So like you said, I don't give a shit about the Hallmark fucking cards and all the fucking, you know, gifts that you could buy that are like material. But when the gift comes from your kid's heart, that shit,
that's true.
that hits you, like, you know, like when they, especially like when they come and they give it to you and they're so proud that they made it and they're waiting to see your reaction, and you just gotta fucking ham it for them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You ham it for them really good.
You
show that it touched
need
you.
To ham for them too much.
Oh,
I'm sure it comes off like
they love it. You're gonna ham, bro. You're gonna ham because it's
because it's real.
It's your child's like their, I don't know, like their personality, their expression, their feelings. And it's like just a level of intimacy that you reach with another person that you can't get that with anybody else.
Yeah.
A spouse, nothing, nobody. The way your child touches you, it's gonna be a ride for you, brother. Oh, man. And I'm excited to be a part of it, seeing you go through it, because it makes me appreciate the stuff that I go through, like that I've went through. You know, when I like the time goes by fast, from when they're little to like when they're fucking telling you how they feel about you.
Oh my God. Wow.
It goes by fast, man. So I'm getting a new appreciation. That's why I think this podcast is going to be really cool, because I get to go through those things again with you.
Relive
and
it.
have a like that appreciation and stuff. So a lot of cool stuff to come.
I'll get maybe a little good advice from you, or
Yeah,
the same shitty advice you give me now.
Sometimes it's just hearing yourself talk that fucking brings it through,
True.
All right, brother.
All right, dude.
Always fun. As always, this was a shorty episode.
Yeah,
more to
love.
come. That's it. See you later, bitches.
Peace.
You're listening to my daddy of the VK.